I met Bishop Wright at Holy Redeemer Boys' School in the 50s. He had come from another school to Holy Redeemer, and more so I encountered him often when we were at a service. We served for several years at the cathedral, and then during his high school years we journeyed on as friends. After high school, we both became teachers, and again our friendship grew. And as young people, we meet in the evenings, Saturday evenings, and so forth, go here, there, and everywhere. And so again, that friendship just blossomed more and more and more. Loss of his mother, his two sisters, and his brother Norman in the 1961 hurricane did have a great effect on him. I think psychologically he never forgot that terrible time when he had to battle for his life and was able to save himself in a tree.
The bishop would commemorate that deliverance years later in his official coat of arms.
Lots of things I remember, you just can't forget it. Yeah? As I sat on that tree, I looked around, I just saw water. I thought maybe I was the only one alive. I thought maybe the whole country was covered with water. And I can recall my father shouting at me. He was standing on the side of a house. All three walls had gone down, and he was on the fourth side. And he called and asked what I knew of the family. And I told him, as far as I know, my mother drowned, because that I saw for sure.
He went off to the seminary. Actually, he didn't talk very much about it, but I noticed after Vatican II, we had several Bible services at the cathedral, and he would take part in those. And it was then that I began to have a suspicion of what he might be thinking about. And sure enough, he did enter the seminary. He studied for diocesan clergy at Conception Seminary in Kansas, Missouri. And then from there, he went on to Kenrick. And of course, our friendship continued all through those years. I think as a priest, he didn't have many challenges as such. He carried on his pastoral work as usual. When he became a bishop, yes, that's when some challenges came. And I think he dealt with them the best way he possibly could. Before he entered the seminary, as a regular young man, he went to parties and so forth. And he enjoyed being among friends in good conversation and going to different places. And he loved to dance and loved to sing. In fact, he served as a member of the Belize Choral Society for many, many years. So that's a part of his singing. As far as dancing is concerned, even after he got ordained, he would show us certain steps and how to dance. Well, certain things of that he'd make us laugh then.
He made them laugh even at his ordination.
For instance, this morning, when I was combing my hair and my beard, I looked at the man in the mirror and I said, "You surely wouldn't be my choice." But then I tell myself what I have told people many times. You see, you have to talk to yourself every now and again. And I told myself, God never calls you to do a job and he leaves you on your own. He's always there to assist you.
For the parishioners, what do you think they will remember him by?
Well, first of all, his joviality, his jokes, and so forth. He loved hospital ministry, and he spent much time going to the Belize City Hospital. So people and nurses who served at that time will remember him as a daily visitor to the Belize City Hospital at the time, the KHMH.
A priest who found joy in comforting the sick, taken at a time like this. And in the bishop's last days, he may have been aware of the empty churches caused by fear surrounding the coronavirus. In light of the coronavirus, what do you think he would be saying to his people at this time?
Be steadfast, be strong, pray, and his prayer be that this menace would be driven away quickly.
Cherise Halsall, 7 News.